Welcome to Chronicles, a place where we, Kate and Victoria, that's me, are just trying to make invisible illness visible. I wish that my pain was visible right now, because if it was, I would look utterly hideous. I have been in the wars lately because it's endometriosis awareness month. Ironic, because I think that I am actually feeling sick because of endometriosis, possibly because my endo is growing back. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I have been sick during this month, which has sucked because I just want to talk about endo and be like, awareness, 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 but I still wanted to have a chat about it. So here we go. The truth is, I'm scared to talk about endometriosis. It's not even because it's so personal. Sharing things about my pain and illnesses has been so helpful to me on this channel, but when it comes to going into the nitty-gritty of endometriosis, it's scary to talk about. I suddenly feel like a little girl again. And I know this is internalized ableism, but I underestimate how bad it is. I underestimate my own pain, the legitimacy of the illness. I often don't feel sick enough or disabled enough, and I feel like what's happening to my body isn't actually real, and I'm dreaming it all. That's honestly how I feel a lot of the time. Getting the diagnosis for the other illness I have, which is chronic fatigue syndrome, it's its own thing, but it kind of made me feel like, oh, well, now that I've got two illnesses together, it's like, suddenly I'm legitimate because I'm fighting multiple illnesses at once. Comorbidities. Endometriosis alone, it's legitimate. This one specifically is so common. It's almost as common as diabetes, and yet nobody really knows about it. And even what they do know, half of it isn't even true, half of it isn't even science, it's just anecdotal rubbish. It's awful. It's just so awkward that the thing that's hurting me the most is my uterus, my lady bits. That's the thing in society that even today, as modern and progressive as our society is, sexism and oppression to women exists, and the list goes on. I remember myself at 12 years old learning that I just couldn't talk about it. It's something that I had to just shut my mouth about because nobody wants to hear about your women's issues. Nobody cares that your period is abnormally horrible because they think it's just normal. Everybody gets bad cramps. I was talking to a friend of mine about wishing how much we wanted to be guys when we were younger because of endometriosis, and she mentioned she had issues with gender dysphoria. I suddenly realized that I had the same thing. Although I identify as the gender I was assigned at birth, I had a hard time accepting this body I was born into because it hurt me so much. The biological signs that I was female was the reason why I was sick all the time, but could never talk about it, and people would never take me seriously. It just made and makes me so angry. But back then I didn't know that I could be angry, I felt like I just had to suffer in silence. And it's hard to get out of that thinking that you can talk about it, that you don't have to be silent about it. I also made another video which was actually scripted. This was all just babble. I made another video that explains my experience with endo in a very concise and thoughtful manner, so I will link it in the places around. That's probably the video that I'm most proud of, and I actually spent a lot of time working on it. Because again, I was so scared to talk about it, and actually after I posted it, I felt like I was gonna throw up, and I think I actually had a panic attack. It was a very vulnerable video for me to make, but something I'm really proud that I did make, and I want to make more of that stuff. So there will be more to come, trust. Even though it's hard, even though this little girl in me is really scared to talk about something that makes me feel so vulnerable because of all of this internalized misogyny in my brain. I know that it's going to help me unlearn all of that. It's going to help me to feel stronger and to feel more empowered. And also I hope that it will help someone else. I'm going to try for my sake, and I'm going to try for the sake of every other person out there who either knows someone who's going through the pain of endometriosis, or has it themselves, or wonders if they have it themselves, or just kind of wants to open up their mind about an experience that isn't their own. Good on you, those people who do that. Dang it, I want to make videos. And there will be some consistent videos on this channel, damn it, because I am determined. I am gonna do it. I can't promise anything though, so bear with. In the meantime, if you're not seeing me on this channel, I also have my own personal channel, Bicky La Biscuit, which I will also link, so you can check me out there if you want to. What are your thoughts on endometriosis? Do you know what endometriosis is? I would love to hear your experiences and give some cyber hugs to you, because we're in this together. If you enjoyed this bit of honest chats, subscribe and click on that bell next to the subscription thing so you know when we upload and stuff. Till next time, I'm Victoria, you're watching Chronicles, and I want to encourage you to join me and Kate, who is around but still sick, in the fight for making invisible illness visible. See you next time.